Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita, food and fun and a festive atmosphere.
This place actually exists, and I got to go there.
Oh, awesome!
Welcome, everybody. I just got back from a real treat. I got to go to Casa Bonita. I've arrived at Casa Bonita, the Mexican restaurant in Denver, Colorado, that is currently owned by the creators of South Park. And I'm going to tell you all about it. I've got pictures, I've got videos. You're going to love it.
Casa Bonita, Casa Bonita.
A little background, I don't know if you're a fan of South Park. In the show, they actually did this episode where the boys go to Casa Bonita, this very crazy, wild Mexican restaurant that's like made for kids. And in real life, the South Park guys, Matt Stone and Trey Parker, used to go there as kids since they were from Denver. They loved it as kids. The place had fallen into foreclosure. It was dilapidated, and they bought it and renovated it. They made a documentary, in fact, about the renovation. Casa Bonita, Mi Amor. It's the story of Trey Parker and Matt Stone. They spent millions of dollars buying it. They spent millions of dollars of renovating it, but they also spent millions of dollars upgrading it to make it a South Park experience inside the Mexican restaurant. So they were trying to marry the best of what they loved about Casa Bonita as kids and what South Park sense of humor is, and marry it together. And that's what I loved about it, and that's what we're going to get into. There's cliff divers. There's mariachi bands. There's a wishing well. There's Black Bart's treasure, and you get to go through a maze looking for his treasure. There's a shooting gallery. There's a puppet show. There's a magic show. It's one of these things where you sit there and you eat, but you're not really meant to stay in your seat. You're also meant to kind of run around the restaurant, which is why kids probably loved it. And Matt Stone and Trey Parker wanted to put all of those things in it, but more. They also have now a museum that pays tribute to how they restored it. They actually put Cartman. You get to take a picture with it. And also they put a lot of merchandise into it, but they also did these other really funny things. And I'm going to jump into my favorite one right now. There's no videos or pictures of it because literally when the puppet show starts, they say absolutely no pictures and videos. This is a surprise. They don't want anybody to know about it. And I got to tell you the story of the puppet show, because it's hilarious. It's a puppet in a tuxedo with a head that's a hard shell taco. Someone's working the hard shell taco, which is his mouth. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the host of your show. It's Taco. And he's like, hey, everybody, I'm Taco. Everybody loves tacos. Well, except for my ex-wife. And I realized at this moment that this was going to be so far over the kid's head that it was actually really for the adults, because I loved it. It's my favorite thing, which is why I'm going to tell you about it. I want to tell you not a single kid laughed. All the parents were cracking up. In fact, there was even like a father who leaned next to me and was like, are we on the same acid trip here? Yes, we are. So Taco, the puppet, he starts doing like basically a 1 or 2 minute stand-up routine on how much he hates his ex-wife. She's cheating on me with the soft shell tacos. And then it was time for the final act, which is the sopapita, which is the dessert that everybody gets when you go to the restaurant. It's the sopapita comes down. It's a female sopapita. It's got long leg. It's got lipstick. She comes down on a swing. Hilarious. Now, I also went to the shooting gallery and shot a bunch of stuff.
Well, everybody, as you can see,
Casa card. I watch the cliff divers. They come out every 20 minutes, and they do a couple of dives, and it's over. The mariachi band is funny because it stops every 20 minutes whenever the diving act comes on. I got a bunch of merch. I got a t-shirt. I got a hat. I also thought it was funny that they give you this coin to throw into the fountain. They didn't want you to throw a real coin into the fountain, but you throw one of their coins that they give you into the fountain. And when you do, you look down in there, it lights up and tells you a fortune.
You wish you could be in Detroit? Very well. I shall send you to Detroit. Alakazam!
I don't know where the hell that came from. I don't know if it's the same with everybody or different ones. I just thought that was funny. The other thing that I really liked is that you go up and you're going to go into Black Bart's cave. And they have 2 animatronics, the same type of animatronics, say, that Disney would have had. Scare me. And one is voiced by Matt Stone, and one is voiced by Trey Parker. And they sit there and basically make fun of you as you walk up. And so you get into this cave that winds its way through, and things sort of jump out at you, and it's scary. What was hilarious to me was, I don't know why this guy decided to take his baby through it, who was screaming bloody effing murder. But I could see it traumatized this kid. Got to sit down and have the food. I really, really had the best time. I highly recommend going to Casa Bonita. It is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. These guys spend a fortune, and I'm sure they're losing their ass, but guess what? Every day they go to bed going, you know what? I did something that's putting a smile on people's faces. I was an old man in a Mexican restaurant, and I was as happy as a kid in a candy store. I loved it. I'm sure in my life I'll never go back, but I loved it. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to put a link to Casa Bonita in this description. If you ever think you're going to go to Denver in the next year, go to this link right now, sign up, get your name on the list, because it's going to take that long just to get in. And if you haven't seen the episode with South Park where they go to Casa Bonita, I'll put the link to that also in the description. And if you like this story and you want to know some of my other stories, like where I tell you the time I went to go to LA for the 30-year anniversary of the movie I directed, you can watch that right here on this video. All you got to do is click on it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.